Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Beatles channel. This is the first ever video that I've done for YouTube, so be kind and bear with me, just getting used to waffling on just to my camera rather than at other people. So I thought I'd do like an introduction to this channel, what the channel's going to be about, and a bit of an introduction to me. I discovered the Beatles in the spring of 1976 when I was 15, and here I am, 45 years later. Still haven't grown out of it really, but I guess that's what the Beatles do to you. They reel you in, don't let you go. So I'm still here, very excited about buying up records that I've owned for many years for the 6th or 7th time, like we tend to do. So on this channel, I think I'm going to probably be concentrating more on the solo careers of the four Beatles, more than the band years, I think, because there's a lot of people out there doing the band stuff and doing it very well. So I'm going to try and concentrate on the solo years, the lives and times, the stories of the day, and obviously covering the new stuff, with the Paul McCartney archive collection, the John Lennon remixes, and all the albums in between that probably won't get this special box set remix package treatment, but I'll be looking at those as well. So it won't just be sort of reviews, it's going to be kind of news and views and reviews and stuff like that. So if you think that's the kind of thing that you would like, something on an in-depth look at the solo Beatles, then please give us a subscribe. That'd be absolutely fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to with the albums, I'm going to try and do a deeper dive into these albums and see what we can find. Track by track reviews and thoughts, etc., etc. But what I thought I'd do in this first video is just give like an overview of the George Harrison All Things Must Pass 50th anniversary box set that has just come out. I will be doing a full review of the album, an in-depth, deeper dive into it, of the album and the unreleased music, the demos and the outtakes and the jams, etc. I'll be doing that in another video. But the reason why I'm not doing it now is because I've only played it sort of back to back 2 or 3 times, and I think this is the sort of set that you need to live with for a little while before you can give an honest opinion. Mainly because it's such a vast set. There's a lot of music there, and not only because it's a vast set, but also because we've got things to compare it against the original 1970 album, and the 2000 remaster, the 30th anniversary. They're the sort of benchmarks that this is going to be, marked against, I think. I've seen some reviews so far, and I know a lot of people don't like the new remixes, but I'm not one of them, and I'll come to that in a bit, and I'll be telling you why I I really like these new mixes in my my full review. Um, so the two sets that I went for was this one, the 5 CD and 1 Blu-ray version with all the outtakes. The reason I went for this is because I wanted all the outtakes, and I think that the portability of it is great as well. But I also went for the splatter vinyl. I don't know if you've seen the splatter vinyl. I'm sure everyone's seen splatter vinyl by now. But if you haven't seen it, it looks like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Really lovely. Really lovely. That way around, I think. It is really nice. It is really nice, and it sounds fantastic. And I was quite surprised at how good it sounded. I mean, I've got sort of quite a high-end hi-fi, and sort of most things sound good on it, to be fair. But I remember sort of, back in the day when we had, coloured 12-inch singles and picture discs and stuff like that. They were, the sound quality on them was terrible, and when when you played them, as the stylus went down on the record. That sounds completely wrong, doesn't it? But when the stylus went down on the record, it kind of made your teeth go on edge with the brittleness of it. But that splatter vinyl, it does really sound great. So what I'm interested in is if anyone has gone for the splatter vinyl and a black vinyl version, and have noticed that the black vinyl version is sonically better, do tell me about it in the comments down below, because I'm interested to know that. So with the the CD version, like I say, I'm not disappointed at all with the musical content. But what I am disappointed in is this, the booklet. Not the content of it, because the content is not bad. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not not bad. But having now seen the hardback version of it, I think I really want the hardback book. But to get that, you've got to either get the 8LP set or the Uber set. Well, the Uber set is out of the question, and the 8LP, is about 170 quid. I've already spent 110 on the CDs and 60 quid on the splatter vinyl. So I'm thinking about it, but maybe I'll see if the price drops a bit in time. What was funny about this when this came out? Well, not funny, but it was quite annoying, really. Was when the adverts for this first broke, when we got to learn of all the different versions. It was really difficult to see what the size was of this box set. I was kind of hoping it was going to be sort of the same size as the John Lennon ones, but sadly it's not, and that's pretty disappointing. Because and this booklet, GeorgeHarrison.com described this as being a beautiful book or scrapbook or something like that, and quite frankly, it's not. You know, like I say, it's okay, but but for a something that's billed as a super deluxe set, it's not that super, uh, and it's not that deluxe really. Um, you know, this that is a super deluxe set. You know, hardback book, 6 CDs, two Blu-rays, posters, pictures, the lot. I mean that is a super deluxe set, and what we've got for All Things Must Pass, quite frankly, isn't. Um, which is disappointing, but um, you know, all credit to Sean and Yoko for delivering the goods. Because when you think about this, this is 6 CDs and two Blu-rays. That's 8 discs and a hardback book, and this was less than £100, and that's 110 for a floppy book, and 5 CDs and a Blu-ray. So hats off to Yoko and Sean for nailing the box set market, I think, in my opinion. While I'm here, I'm just going to have a little moan about the Uber set, the Uber box set, because I kind of get that the Harrison estate, they've put out lots of different versions, and they're looking at lots of different markets for all these different versions. People that have never heard the album before might go for the 2 or 3 CD set, 5 LP maybe if they're lucky. But the Uber box set is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it is. And I find it really disappointing that that Danny and Olivia felt the need to take the piss out of us, really, because Beatles fans, if they put out a golden turd with the word Beatles running through it, we'd probably buy it. And we all know that, but the trouble is that the Harrison estate knows that too, and I think they're taking liberties with this Uber crate. And I feel sorry for the fans that would really like this stuff, but they just can't run to $1,000 or £860 as it is here in the UK, and the thing that worries me about this, and I'm not knocking anyone that's bought it, and I'm sure that anyone that has bought it is probably, really enjoying it and happy that they bought it, and that's great. But I'm just, I think that people that have bought it on the premise that this is a one-off thing, and but I'm not sure that it is. We're all hoping that this is the start of the opening up of the George Harrison archives, and we're going to get Living in the Material World and Dark Horse and Extra Texture and 33 and Third and all the others. And are we going to get an Uber set for these as well? Or is it just because it's the album, the All Things Must Pass, the classic album, is it just going to be for that one? Because, there is a limit to, how many lungs people can sell to raise the money to buy these box sets. But anyway, I'm sure that everyone that's got the Uber set is really enjoying it. But for me, the main problem that I've got with it is that there is not you know, 860 quid's worth of gear in that box. You've got all the albums, all the LPs, and all the CDs, and the Blu-ray, and the hardback book, and that probably is taking up most of the cost. But probably at most there might be about 550 quid's worth of stuff, and that's probably pushing it a little bit. So that's quite, quite disappointing. But as soon as I saw it, I knew it wasn't for me. With the McCartney archive collection, I've bought all the top of the range, sets, but not for this one, because it just didn't appeal to me. Obviously the music does, but you can get that in other ways. But I don't really want a great big crate, a great big wooden crate in the middle of my music room where I keep all my CDs and my albums and stuff, and where I listen to music. I don't want a wooden crate on the floor in there. What does a 60-year-old bloke from Essex do with a load of gnomes? And I wouldn't have a clue on what occasion I could wear my beads. So it wasn't really for me. So I gave that a wide berth, but I'm sure that everyone that went for it is thoroughly enjoying it, and I hope they are. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say on this first video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be doing my in-depth review next, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Thank you.